Now, I these days I doubt myself way too much, and but this time it's for good reason. No, and was one of those many things that I've always done that requires quite a bit of explanation to do. Give me a second. First of all, how is everybody doing? Uh, it's this is gonna be a juicy one. Mostly because of the fact that I don't know if this is the right thing to do, especially as I'm I, I how do how can I explain why I want to do this? As soon as the first viewer comes, I'm gonna explain myself, but if you guys are gonna watch this in the future, and trust me, I am gonna upload this to YouTube, and I have been there's something that's deep in my heart and chest that I really want to let out as soon as possible. It's complicated, but I'll explain why basically. So I used to really like music. Like in general, I just love to listen to music. Like back like 400 years ago when I wasn't a Yoda, I guess. Jeez. But I back then I also did not hate K-pop. I don't know what's gotten into me, and I don't even know if this is the right topic to talk about. But let me explain why I'm doing this, okay? Let me just explain. The first viewers here, let me explain. I have been like listening to a bit more K-pop lately, and I really wanted to get off my chest as to how much the K-pop thing in general has changed over the years. And I really want to do that while showing you some clips of some K-pop music, as to like educate you guys into telling you guys why I think it's so different than compared to in the past, which is the juicy bit, because I have no idea how much I can get away with it before I get copyrighted. I really hope I don't, because I'm technically using this for educational purposes only, and then and it's also technically for criticism as well. So under fair use, I should be Gucci. But obviously, this is the internet that we're talking about, and not everything gets through properly. Sorry guys that I'm not doing the normal Amigo session today. It's not that I don't feel like it, but I just really want to get this out of my chest, because I explained to my family as well why like, this is so much like K-pop today like is so much different than it used to, and it's very hard to explain. But I thought that explaining to people online who are more into these kind of things, I hope are more into this kind of things, will be much more easier in my opinion. By the way, I'm also watching my own YouTube channel as well. I do that sometimes. So, okay. Before we start, there's some names that I have to give out first. Like, and also, just in case, I also have to probably write the channels I use down, so that I don't I have to always mention the fact that no, I am not trying to steal your content, and no, I'm doing this for educational purposes. Okay. Like, I'm just gonna have to write down the names of the videos that I'm gonna search up, so that I can't believe I'm doing this. I really don't believe, but this is for the good of my heart and the good of society, in my opinion in general, as to how much music has evolved. Because I'm not the professional when it comes to these kind of stuff, but there are some couple of bands that you have to listen to before you come to this conversation. So I hope that everybody knows who BTS is, for example. For some reason I've been compared to them as well, and I hope you guys also know Blackpink, and also Super Junior. I hope you guys haven't forgotten about that. They were quite OG in the past. I think they're starting to get back up, and this is gonna be controversial, but Queen. I hope everybody knows who Queen is, and also Psy. Okay, that's it. These are the only artists that we are talking about today. By the way, I have terrible handwriting, so I'm not even gonna show you properly. There's no point in zooming in. Okay. If you guys want to have an in-depth discussion and want to know what exactly am I talking about, please go ahead and watch this. Watch the channels that support these artists. They're great. I think. Then I'll get to why I think they are getting okay and good. It's so complicated. But okay. Here is the background story. So, just a few weeks ago, even longer than that. I actually was planning on performing a K-pop song, and the song that I decided on was Psy's New Face, which I practiced and technically already mastered. If you guys want to check that out and you want me to like videotape it for as a proof, then show me some love, I guess. And that's when I began to expose myself to K-pop as I did before. Now, prior to that, I really hated K-pop because this was the point in time when I was like truly opening my eyes to other types of music. Oh, hi, Juicy, how are you? How are you? This is how do I explain this to my friend? Hello. Sorry, this session will be purely for my own amusement, okay? If it's not entertaining at all, please, you can leave. But I know you won't. So, I'm just saying this from the bottom of my heart. If it's not entertaining today, please, you can like check out someone else if that's what you want. No, because like I have been like thinking a lot about this lately, and I don't have enough people to talk this with, so I'm just doing this online, like in front of you guys instead. You know, complete people that I don't know, rather than talking this out with the people that I do know. So basically, yeah. The story goes, I was like. The story goes, I liked K-pop in the long time ago, and that was one of the only songs I listened to. Like, I was the OG Super Junior fan and also Girls' Generation fan. Like, if you remember any of those names, you need a veteran discount because now, okay, fine, they're still famous, like especially Super Junior, who is still making music today. So yeah, but later on from that period, I started to hate K-pop because of it was during those times when I started questioning what the ethics behind like music and whether or not because also for the fact that like all the K-pop songs began to sound very similar. But recently, I've been thinking the exact same thing about Western music. Alright? Like now with all these like famous stars and pro singers like trying to like not take as many risks as they did before, like, and they're trying to like streamline themselves into like what works and just like what works rather than what's good. So oh no, it's not bad, that's what I'm trying to say today. Let me explain. So the problem, I've been listening to more K-pop recently because I've been starting to think that like Western music became starting to feel really bad to me. Like if you've seen the recent Justin Bieber songs and also like just any like famous 2008 pop star that's all like matured now and then like grown up and then they start making songs, it's so weird because like they sound so similar, and also the fact that because they sound so similar that everything you do is like everything they do is so predictable. So I've been like getting into more K-pop these days, especially after I've actually started to like practice like K-pop dance. Then you can use it's weird, but I understand why they want to do it because like taking risk is very expensive in those kind of industries, and in the past K-pop used to do it all the time. Like as long as the singers were hot and they could dance, it was okay. That was it. But these days I've been actually questioning that antics a bit because I have been getting into like like bands like BTS and Blackpink, for example, and I've been comparing it to like previous like Psy music. Like, did you guys all remember Psy, right? I think most people, I think he's so damn famous right now. But what I'm trying to, and how much like K-pop has changed so much since then, right? And I want to explain that to you today. Now, if you guys remember, it's good old Big Bang. Yeah, I understand. But let me explain why I think that like old K-pop is all like newer K-pop songs are why they're so famous. For first of all, why they became so popular, and secondly, why so many people are liking it better than the previous ones. So, and basically how music in general. Now, I have no degree in this, so if you guys don't like find my opinions like true, then please go ahead, enlighten me. I really want to know. So, if you guys remember, for example, Gangnam Style, the thing I found fascinating was that as a Korean person, I think that many people actually understood what exactly what they were saying, and that was the case for many Korean songs before Gangnam Style as well, right? It was actually quite maybe not one time you listen to it, but maybe the second or third time you probably have a good understanding of what exactly they were saying. And even if you're a foreigner, the aim was to make you guys understand like Korean easier, and it make it easier for you guys to understand. Okay, and that was the point of it until Gangnam Style happened, and after that, now the problem I saw with the latest K-pop songs, like just right after like Gangnam Style has came out, like New Phase and Daddy by Psy, is the fact that even Koreans can't understand what they are saying. Like that was like the biggest problem I had with K-pop that for a very long time, is the fact that like what's the point of listening to a song if I can't even understand half of what they're saying? So okay. Yeah, exactly. And if you go back in time and then see like old, oh wait, this is my old video. Hey,
now,
hi,
this is another unique thing.
Yeah, shut the hell up. So like if you go like for example Mr. Simple. Wait. No, not you. There's something, and then you just listen to it. Hold on, let's get this out of the way first. Sorry. Like the beats in this part are all very right? I'm not gonna play the whole song obviously because I'm not gonna It was so predictable. That's what I liked about the old K-pop stuff, and it was like the same beat until the main verse started. Oh, don't be surprised. Girls' Generation's like songs were like 10 years ago, and I think it's gonna be 11 soon. That's like, but no, I can't continue too much. I'm already taking too much risk just for talking about this, okay? But I have begun to realize something that many famous K-pop stars are actually realizing, and you know what that is? Actually, you know what it is? It's the fact that the like bands like BTS today and Blackpink today all realize the fact that nobody understands what they are saying. Now, keep up with me. What I mean by that is now they're less focused about making it understandable and genuinely like creating lyrics that make sense, and are more focused in just hyping you up, and like similar to Gangnam Style, but even more focused on like the music in general. Because like yeah, for example, if you go to like BTS's channel right now and see them right here, like which channel should I pick? Like if you go to like this music here, they are super generic. Like, they're cliche K-pop stars. That's it. That's it. Like, they're... Well, it's not the fact that they're terrible, but the thing about it is that everything else about them is extremely like normal. That's the thing. They are not unique in any way compared to other K-pop stars, but for some reason they are now one of the most famous stars in the world, and not just in Korea, but in the world in general. So what I want to do is right now talk through as to why they are like that, because they are actually doing something very smart, and I want to discuss about that today. Now, do you guys remember Queen? Does anybody know who Queen is? Because you guys need to know who Queen is before I continue to explain myself. Right, and does everybody know who what Bohemian Rhapsody, the song is? If you guys don't know, it's considered one of the greatest band music of all time, and I highly recommend you check it out. But let me ask you, if you guys do like Bohemian Rhapsody, why do you guys like it? Can anyone explain that to me? I'll just search it up while you guys like put that down in the chat. Can anybody explain why you guys think that Bohemian Rhapsody is such a good music, for example? I think it's a fantastic music too, but why do you guys think that? I think I have a good reason why, if you guys don't know. It's because it yeah, that's a good part as well. But what I think is that, personally, is the fact that it tackles so many different genres of music, but in a single bit. And many good songs, like fantastic songs, especially in the past, did this a lot. Like, if you were to like listen to Bohemian Rhapsody right now, which I'll do which I do after I explain this, is the fact that you'll see that there's a chorus bit, there's a choir, there's a rock and roll bit, and also there's that very sad bit as well, which I'll explain as we watch it together. Enough explaining. You guys want to hear Bohemian Rhapsody? Here it is. Let's go. Like, if you guys hear this part, this is the choir bit, and this is almost non-existent in other band music out there. Like, this is almost completely unique to the Queen song of Bohemian Rhapsody. Look up to the sky. In a minute, I can't show you guys the whole thing, but let me get to the next part. And this is like what I mean by the sad bit. Like normally this kind of song this kind of bit only exists on a single like music, but Bohemian Rhapsody has two of like this and other bits as well. That's completely unique to itself. And then like there's also, I can't tell if there's a sad bit. Now there's the rock bit coming. And there's some acapella in here as well. I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo. And then the last bit, and they end up with this, is the rock and roll bit. And this is what I find very interesting when I hear Bohemian Rhapsody and almost any Queen song in general. They tackle so many genres of music in a single music piece, that to a point that everyone who has different tastes, even if they have different tastes, has something to like about it. For example, my favorite part about Bohemian Rhapsody is the rock and roll bit at the very end. While some people just want to sing, "Is this the real life?" and then just sing it with their friends while they just hang around while feeling awfully depressed. Don't recommend it. But you guys do get what I mean, right? Like having different levels and tackling different genres of music is something that can like make your music very recognizable, especially in a time like this when so many like songs are so scared of going out of the boundaries as to like other than the fact that what feels like the artists themselves. Like if you go around and listen to Justin Bieber's song, for example, he rarely goes off about not love, for example. He doesn't go off from that normal topic. while like other famous celebrities also do those kind of things as well. And while Queen was able to take that kind of risk and then make a masterpiece. Now, this might be surprising to you, but recent K-pop stars are actually doing very similar things, and I want to explain to you why. Now, I hope you guys know at least one like BTS song, and I'm only gonna be able to show you one BTS song today. Like this one, can you guys know what this song is, right? Does everybody know what this song is? If so, if not, can if not, can everybody just go ahead and read it? Just watch it. Yeah, I know that not everybody likes it, but so many people do. Like, check out this like ratio. Check out the likes on this thing, 14 million. This is not something you get from like being a bad music, in my opinion. Of course, it's all for debate though. All for debate. Well, I'll explain why. Okay. If everybody who are willing to watch it and who are willing to listen to it have listened to it, and if not, then let me just explain. Okay. Now, if you go to the BTS song for this bit and you restart it from the beginning, you find that when I hear it, there's 3 parts to this song. And the part that nobody understands, which is fine, that doesn't matter, and the part that everybody recognizes the song for, and the part that nobody remembers but want to rewatch it again to experience it again. Now, no, I don't care about your face. Now, if you listen to this part, this is just the cliche, as easy as I can put it, just the cliche sex appeals part of the song, where they sing very high tone while and while this goes on, and then after this part ends, then they suddenly go into this bit. This is the part where I want to talk about, because when I ask people what their BTS song is, and even if they are not Korean, they somehow still recognize this part, and they keep rewatching this video to like experience this bit again, because like unlike the previous part where like it was just straight up like just playful sexiness, apparently like this part is just meant to be for lack of better terms, seductive. And when I just go around and tell people who even don't know who BTS is, just sing this part to them, they'll probably recognize it. They probably do. Most Koreans, even at this point, does not know what they're saying, but it's a tune that you can just like follow along without even recognizing, like and I think people love this kind of thing because like you don't even have to understand it, what they're saying. And as soon as that ends, this part this is just the playful bit, and they also incorporate rap bits. That's pretty much all you have to listen to know what I mean by that. So what I'm trying to say is that now this song has 4 bits to it. One is that very sexy, very just showcasing the face part of the whole song, and the tempo is completely different from the rest of the song. The second bit is the seductive bit where the part where it's supposed to be that everybody recognizes. That's the only part you have to know to start liking. The point is that the point of that part was the fact that would be the part that everybody would recognize BTS for, the music that they are representing. K-pop. If you tell me the name of the song, then I'll. If you just go and tell me the song, I don't listen to EXO often, but if you can tell me the song, I'll play it for you. Alright? And Where was I? Right. And then there's a third bit where everybody can just join in, and the fun playful part, that's mostly for the club bit. Like, you know, those club goers and they just want to listen to a bit where they all can dance together. Yeah, that's the bit. Oh, thank you. Oh, sorry. I thought what you were meant by like talk about the tempo. And also the fourth bit where it just suddenly turns into rap. And it's now, maybe now you can like tell how like similar these songs are compared to what exists today. Like if you go back to like Super Junior's song, Mr. Simple, hold on. Like listen very carefully to the beat they do. Like listen very carefully to the beats, please. After the Apple ad finishes, oh my god, I should get it. They have this part. Like this isn't even a part of the music. Like this can be skipped entirely, and then you won't miss out anything. Yep. Now listen very carefully to the beat. Like this is the build-up part where it builds up to the chorus, and then just let this skip past to the chorus. Now, if you guys were able to catch that right then, you'll recognize that unlike BTS, where they had 4 different parts of their song, where they had the sexy bit, the seductive bit, and also the club bit where they like expect people to dance together, and also the rap bit, you'll realize that Super Junior's song, like 9 years ago, had very consistent beat throughout the whole song. And I think that's what makes BTS so much more popular today than Super Junior today, unfortunately. Because like even today, if you go back to their more recent songs, for example, like I think I should just put down YouTube link for everybody. Okay. What's that song again? Like this one. I like this song, but if you go to their more recent songs, just pay attention to the beat. Like
I'll make you super clap. I'ma make you super clap.
Now this is the build-up part. Now if you just skip to the chorus bit. Now if you guys remember the beat, I'll show you right now. Now, the instruments they use, they just added an extra instrument for that chorus bit. They did not like change the tempo of their notes. They did not change the whole like Queen did, where they like changed the genre entirely. They just stayed consistent with the beats they had from the very beginning of the music. And that's like very unlike BTS, who had very different like beats and like also had very different tempo between the parts that they want you to recognize more than the other. One more thing, it's just still like Super Junior, maybe you guys like this and you guys don't care, or some people may not even care, but Super Junior's song is still way more understandable compared to BTS. And I find that very funny because these days people tend to not really care about understanding like K-pop. Like even like it's so like globalized these days that it's not even meant for like Korean people anymore. It's more meant for like people. Oh, Nakamiki, hi! I'm talking about K-pop today and why it's so popular. And like if you compare it to the old songs where they all had consistent beats, now bands like BTS, who in other ways are completely cliche, like they're nothing special. Like they're handsome like K-pop stars. They're also K-pop stars who are good at dancing, and also K-pop stars who are good at dancing and good at singing. But not many other K-pop stars do this, like having different beats, tempo, and playing around with it, and fully emphasizing not the singers themselves, but that music beat where like go because no one cares what they're saying. You just want to hear that beat you just want to hear that part over and over again, because that's the most memorable bit. Like I don't remember any of the BTS songs. I just remember like only a couple of that sections. And because I remember those sections, they make me go through the whole song again for that part. Because the build up in these musics are made in a way that it makes you surprised. It makes the chorus bit surprising because it's so unlike each other. Like if you go back to Super Junior's song where like they had a consistent beat, you can almost guess what the chorus is gonna be. Like it's gonna still have that same like clap bit, like that, and you will probably just expect just extra guitar and solos and stuff like that, just more electronic. But BTS on the other hand, they completely change it and you can't predict it anymore, which makes you want to feel that surprise over and over again every time you come back to listen to these songs. And that's just my opinion. And like I said, otherwise BTS is completely generic, and this is what I think that whoever leads BTS is a very smart person, because like now, unlike those K-pops who are like focused on image and focusing on the singing ability of those band members, whoever it is recognizing the fact that like people are here to like be shocked, be amazed, like, and not be too into like understanding or understand a deeper meaning behind the songs. There's no deeper meaning behind the songs. It's just that you just want to have that feeling again, that you want to keep experiencing that feeling of like shock and excitement every time you rewatch the video or the song itself. And before like I end this session about discussion about this material today, I want to show you guys one more band who does very similar things, and that's called Blackpink. And I hope you guys know who Blackpink is. I mean, who Blackpink are. I mean, who are Blackpink? Goddamn grammar. Now, the reason I know this band in general is the fact that for some reason, like 5-year-old people for some reason dance to this tune, and I was very confused as to why they like this song so much. And I'll just show you guys why they are so similar to BTS. Now, recognize that. Try to figure out what makes them so special compared to other K-pop stars or any stars in general. I need to skip some bits because like okay, check her out as well. And also by check her out I don't mean like that, but and see her, and also see her. Now, unlike BTS, who in other unlike BTS, yeah. No, I'm trying not to get copyright. I'm gonna try to remember all the like music I play here. yeah. But let me tell you why they are like a unique case even compared to BTS. Is the fact that unlike BTS, they are actually physically these ladies as a band are very unique compared to BTS. While BTS is not special like physically because they're just like basic good-looking people like any other K-pop boy bands tend to be. These guys actually have an image to them. Like for example, like K-pop stars are normally like, if you're in the band, then you only have one image. It's either cute or pretty. But these guys, she is like showcasing that she's a queen, like she's a princess, and like which indoctrinates the image, and she like showcases a spoiled brat for some reason and rebellious phase person, and she is actually I don't know what she is. I think when I first saw her image, I thought she was like a queen image type of person, and also her who she's just basically the pretty club. I mean, pink hair and all, which represents the whole band. Oh, by the way, 2 out of the 4 band members also have like black hair, which is why they're probably Blackpink. But this is what I meant. They have a very like specific image that they're going for. That yeah, I understand, but they like but it's impressive because they have such diverse like image between the women, that everybody can have someone that they are interested in, like into, you can say, or just aspire to be. And I think that's one part of why like Blackpink is so famous today. Even right now compared to BTS, I think they're like dominating, a bit more dominating in terms of popularity, because like no, even right now, like they are stepping out of the bound of what is normally anticipated of a girl band in K-pop, because as long as in K-pop, as long as you're pretty and you can sing and you can dance, that's it. But these guys are like showcasing, no, we want this kind of image back. We want to show this kind of image rather than the cliche pretty girl and who just wants to like find love or something, which obviously it is part of their music. But okay, I'm getting off track. Let's talk about the music now. If you were to like re-listen to this music, I'm gonna tell you why they're so like I told you guys why BTS is so different to Blackpink, but now let's talk about why they're so similar and what they do well. Now, if you like listen to the starter, this is the start bit. This no, I don't support Blackpink, but I was just fascinated as to how like K-pop has changed over the years and why, and I was just curious about the music behind the idea behind the music and why people like this so much, and I'm trying to understand that, and I'm trying to tell you guys why maybe people like this, so that you guys can try and see your favorite music and try to figure out why you guys like it so much, for example. That's I think that's what I'm trying to do. So yeah. See, even Juicy likes her. See, even Juicy has one specific girl that she likes in that band. I'm pretty sure she appreciates all of them, I guess. But like you can tell, like people, they're trying to like showcase to people that everybody can like at least one of them. That's the thing. But if you guys heard the start of the song, you guys can tell that like the horn like instruments going on, and then like the very army like tune that was happening even before the main chorus started. That never happens in K-pop. No one is willing to take that kind of risk to start a song that loudly. And Blackpink is one of the few, if not the first one, to ever done this, because a build-up is supposed to go like this, not like this. Start here and then somehow manage to go up even higher. Now and that's the thing. Yeah. Like by the way, remember when I said about like BTS songs having different parts that people find enjoyable? Remember, that'll come here soon as well. Now this is I have no idea no one knows what he's saying. I can barely understand the English bit, and she starts rapping. Suddenly, from a rap and that insane build up from the trumpets, they suddenly slow it the way down and then like suddenly make the whole song sad instead of badass sounding. Like and with going back to what I said about like having different tastes be satisfied with a single music, you can already tell that there's 3 parts to the songs already. There's that epic bit at the start where the trumpets sounding and make you want to like fight in the army or something. And then there's a rap bit from that sport looking girl who was like showing the rebellious side, which also, because it's so hard to understand, that people are now being forced to re-listen to it to like exactly know what the hell she's talking about. And then suddenly the dirt bit where they slow it down and then like make the whole thing super sad. Though not really common. No, not really common. No, every image up to this point, in my opinion, has Yeah, but if you go ahead and listen to any Blackpink songs and any BTS songs, you'll find out that they do it most. Like if I just showed you one example of Super Junior like having a very consistent like tempo and beat throughout the whole song, even at the chorus bit, they just make it sound a bit louder, and even they have rap bits, I think. But I'm not trying to say that like having rap in general is unique. I'm just saying that the way they put it in and the way they mix it up with other parts that are also in the market for those people who are into other things as well, is like really like mixing all those things are very challenging, and I think Blackpink and BTS does it the best out of most, if not all, of the K-pop stars that are here today. Maybe EXO will be doing the same. I need to listen to that more. The least one part? Oh no. What I mean to say is that it makes them anticipate this bit. Now, I have never heard of Blackpink. Never. Okay? Like few years ago, I have never heard that. But even me, who has never once like directly searched up their songs before, for some reason remember that part. Where is it? And it's so easy to sing along to because barely music. You don't even have to sing it. You just have to say it. Look at me, look at now. And people are crazy over this kind of bits because finally something you can understand. Like the previous bits of this song, you don't have to understand at all. All you have to do is enjoy this part. And it's not even the main part. This is the part that everybody remembers. Yeah, and then just most people. Yeah, and then it makes you anticipate the main chorus bit so much that you just wanna, instead of going through the whole song again, you just wanna like return to this bit and then just sing from there. Like, what's the point of going back here? Let's go back here. And then like you go in here and then like they suddenly like change the tempo to the first bit again and go back to the badass artist bit. And then they suddenly go back to that bit. You guys can kind of understand what I'm getting at, and I'm very impressed because I'm making no sense whatsoever. But being able to mix so many different genres at once. This song that goes, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Like in the Bohemian Rhapsody, like as I showed you guys just now, everybody has different parts they remember more about than others. Like for example, because I like the rock and roll bit, I would just go, don't you think that? Yeah, like that. And most other people would go like say the first bit where they remember like, is this the real life? Is this the fantasy? But because like BTS and Blackpink only has 3 minutes to work with, they just pour everything on that second build up. Like if you go to BTS song again, like this bit, not this one. Is the Blackpink's version of this bit. See? It's exactly the same. It's like changes the whole song so suddenly, and then you start looking forward to exactly what the main part is. Oh man. And I wanted to like try to like explain why so many different types of people, even those who don't like K-pop, still like these kind of songs, because like they are very good at making you feel like you're waiting for something epic to happen. I can't listen to the whole song, but I'll just search up the some bits of it. Just like EXO, right there. God. Even the teddy bear is important.
I can't believe 기다렸던 이런 느낌 나만 듣고 싶은 그녀는 나의 멜로디 하루 종일 꺼내 너는 1, 2, 3 Don't mess up my tempo 멈추지 않는 이
Slow
떠나
드없이 좁혀진 거리 불규칙해지는 허리 잠시 눈을 감아줘
딱으로 날 거치면 미리 해도 Are you ready 오늘은 내가 캐리고
rap bit.
매일 봐도 보고 싶은 맘인걸 지금부터 나와 Let's get down
하고 싶은 대로 뒤
여긴 내 구경꾼 Test me
Sorry,
My tempo 멈추지 않는 이 tempo 그녀의 모든 제비 My tempo baby Don't slow it up for me Don't mess up my tempo Don't mess up my tempo Don't mess up my 말해 나밖에 없다고 말해 더 이상은 들리지 않게 절대 널 I can't believe I can't believe I can't believe 기다렸던 이런 느낌 날만 듣고 싶은 그녀는 나의 멜로디 얘도 없을 이런 완벽한 1, 2, 3 Don't mess up my tempo
I kinda get what you mean. I'm really sorry that I can't. I'm sorry, I just can't listen to this whole song right now. I'll definitely listen to it and come back to you tomorrow about it. Okay? I promise. But I hope you guys understand what I mean by like how K-pop has changed. Like if you guys remember Gangnam Style, for example, if you guys listen, you'll find out that like Gangnam Style has a very normal. Yeah, I will. But I'm gonna. I'm sorry. I just can't listen to the whole song right now. I'll listen to it tomorrow. I will listen to it today and I'll come back to it tomorrow. I promise. But I hope you guys understand what I mean by like how like music in Korea has changed so much, while English music actually was like from Bohemian Rhapsody became Justin Bieber. Like if you listen to Bohemian Rhapsody with their different types of music and playing with their tempo and also the pitch and all that, like if you go to see like music like Justin Bieber, I know I'm ripping on Justin Bieber a lot today, it will find out that it's very consistent, it's very predictable, and you can tell what the chorus is gonna feel like even before you actually get to the chorus. And I find that very yeah, it's very predictable. And many old like K-pop stars in the past and who are still working today, like Super Junior that I showed you guys today, are still doing very similar things. And I'm not saying they are making bad songs. What I'm trying to say is that the songs that they are producing today are only meant to be liked by their fans. Those fans that are like consistent beats. Those fans that just want to have the same similar Super Junior feeling. Yeah, and this is why I think that BTS and like Blackpink, for example, the more recent stars these days, are getting so much attention from so many different places. Yeah. The fact that, for example, BTS, despite being completely normal in every other way, but their music being as special as it is very for the lack of better words, very incredible. Like I'm not saying it's like Bohemian Rhapsody Rebel in any way, because of the fact that like it's hard to understand, and Bohemian Rhapsody, I think many people like Bohemian Rhapsody for the deeper meaning behind it as well, which BTS music clearly does not have. But the fact that they can like draw in so many different people and get you to re-watch it over and over again, because one, you don't understand what they're saying, right? And you want to find out, and two, you want to get to that sick part where everybody is talking about, and three, just because they're also very pretty, especially Blackpink, who have very unique image to them individually, and they're not seen as a band anymore, but as individuals in a band rather than a band in general. Because like if I really don't unfortunately, like for example, I just can't for the life of me like name any of the girls' generation like members. I just remember them as girl generations. But if you ask people who Blackpink is, oh, they'll say that, oh my god, I love Lisa the most. Oh my god, I like her the most. And some people even fight over who's the best girl, which is what anime is about. You can kind of see why they're so famous, and you can kind of tell why they are getting the attention that they are getting these days. I hope, and the main reason I want to talk about this is because if you like listen to music, I don't really like K-pop music. I'll be honest with you. I just really don't like K-pop as much. I don't really like modern music in general, to be honest. But but if you like are willing to like get like take off some of your biases that you might have against modern music, and also try to open yourself to like different genres, you start to realize that there is probably a good reason as to why they're getting the attention they do. And I think that like it gives you a better respect for these kind of music that you otherwise would not have considered too much. And I find that very insightful thing to know, because this will probably not be the last K-pop music I listen to, nor would it be any other music. Like I'm probably gonna listen to a lot more music. So first of all, I really have to start learning about EXO as well. Right, I think that's all I really want to talk about today. I'm gonna try my very best not to get copyrighted, so by like figuring out what music I used in this section, so that I can put it down in the description. Please, okay, fine. If anybody's are trying to like for some reason copyright this, please chill. This is all for educational purposes and for active criticism. And more importantly, I'm just don't bother. Even if you learn Korean, you can't understand songs anymore. Okay. I'm not okay. Whatever. Learn whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you need to. And in that note, thank you guys so much for watching today, and I will see you guys tomorrow after I listen to EXO. Thank you, Juicy Milk, for recommending me, and have a nice day.